Hey guys, I'm painting this up. Trying to do something a little new. I don't know if you can see this. I'm actually trying to paint these Reaper miniatures up because I'm selling for like $10 a pop. It's just basic, tabletop quality kind of stuff. And the only reason I'm painting that up is because I think if I sell enough of it, I can get that new terrain from Age of Sigmar, which I'm really excited about. So, I try to do, since I'm painting and up and, doing my thing, I just want to know if you guys would like to see actually how I do paint. I don't know if you can see all that. Yeah, okay. And what I'm doing here is just adding some, what is it, extra opaque, heavy blue-gray to the mix here. Let me get this out of here. And I'll show you how I paint. Now, that's not a problem. It's kind of weird because I got to be over here. Okay, that's better. And it's also weird because there's not enough water here. Okay, I got to dilute that. Okay, that's much better. Now it's flowing. Now you're flowing. So, this is how I just, randomly paint. This is speed painting as quickly as possible. And the reason why I speed paint Reaper miniatures is because the quality of the miniature isn't the best. What I mean is they put mold lines in really weird places. Like, why would anyone want to do that? Because they're not meant for, I don't think they're meant for professional painters. Like, they're not meant to be in like a painting competition or anything like that, unless they have a Reaper Bones painting competition that I don't know about. And if they do, y'all let me know, because even before the Crystal Brush, my painting Jones, my goal of all goals is to win a Golden Sophie, which Sophie is the mascot of Reaper miniatures. So that'd be the bomb. See, I'm doing the Road to Crystal Brush right now with GW stuff, but GW kind of makes it easier to paint and lavish attention on models because they're really well done. They're really well done. This one I tried to make dramatic. See that? I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't know. I tried to two-tone it, and what I used for this is the Scale Color Intense ink to get that green. I used Intense Violet as well to get the purple on there. And I'm just playing around with these. Like, I've never used them before. Not really, not in this conventional matter. So, just doing something a little new, stepping out of my comfort zone. And that's one of the things that I like about these Reaper miniatures, is that I can step out of my comfort zone really easy because, one, who I'm intending to paint this for will take it any way it is, because he'll just slam it down on the table and on a D&D night, and just like, really, he's a great guy, but he is not gentle on minis whatsoever. He will punish them. So Reaper Bones is definitely the perfect route for him to go. Here it is. I'm going to call this guy done. Well, actually, I'm going to put something on the base. I'm going to wait till that base dries, put some washes on there to kind of make it like a stone, and play around with that as well. All right, I'm doing 3 guys tonight. Hopefully, this is one, and he's just about complete. Let's go on to the next dude here, which is a bit interesting. He's a bit of a knight that I'm painting, and I am going to do his face right now. So I'm going to need some skin color for this face. Let's see what I got here. I'm going to go in through my stuff and see if I can grab a skin color. I know I have it here somewhere. You know, I try my best to keep this place organized as possible. And even then, I don't seem to find things easily. Okay, here. I'm going to use some model color basic skin tone only because I had it on hand, not for any other reason whatsoever. And what I'm going to do is, since this is a speed paint, I'm going to just try to glaze some of that in to preserve the undertones, right? And that's it. Basic skin tone, and I just drop that. You see that? I do that all the time. He could go all the way. Well, I do this all the time. Might as well get it all out. And, you know, I think half my time is down here picking up messes and stuff. The other half is, like, painting. I don't know. And the other half is, well, there's only two halves, right? There's a portion of time that is completely consumed by looking for stuff. Like, I'm looking for stuff constantly. All right, enough of that. I got this in there. I'm looking for, how ironic, I'm looking for some glazed medium, which I found over here. La 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 la. Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you, Clubber Lover got a friend. Clubber Lover has a friend. Yeah. Space Wolves. Whoa. All right, anyway. I think that dude is neat. So I'm just trying some new, some little paint and chat here. I'm going to drop a glazed medium on there. I'm also going to throw some flow improver because I always kind of like to have that. There's some slow dry. That's for wet blending. Some matte medium. Flow improver. Okay. Now I use this, and this is from Liquitex, but I also use this for flow improver. Like, really good stuff. And gosh, I hope this is all in screen on shot. I'm gonna put this flow improver right there. I always have those in my arsenal up here. Here's some glazed medium. Just gonna get some of that, and some water. There you go. See, it's nice and flowing. So you can see what's on my palette there. And now I'm going to test it out over here, touch it onto there, and see if I can get some of that skin tone going. Yeah, this is awfully easy. He has quite the character on his face. You know, see that face just lighten up, and that's exactly what I'm going for right there. Pretty cool stuff. This miniature is painted up pretty nicely, and you got to see I'm using a lot of small strokes instead of large strokes, simply because, again, speed paint. Speed is the key. Just what can I do in the quickest amount of time for, you know, above kind of tabletop effect, maybe? I don't know. All right, I'm just going blah, 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 whatever. You're just getting painted. Done. All right. All right. And I got to do the hands. Yeah. Not so much, eh? All right, let's see if I can get some of these hands in there. All right, this one I want to do is maybe I can get a little lighter so I can preserve some of those shadows, which I really do love. I'm just getting the fingertips. Finger. All right, knuckles right there. I'm going to let that dry. He's like Hulk hands right here. Grr. So yeah, lately in the hobby, what I've been doing is, well, I taught my painting class today, which is a lot of fun. And I actually painted up 3 miniatures already, which are actually upstairs and waiting to be bought. Buddy Billy is buying them. He likes to buy all the miniatures that I'm like, nah, I'm not going to use it, because I use mine intentionally for wargaming. So really not going to use it unless I really fall in love with a model, like those 3 ogres that I did before. Then I'm not really going to care what happens to them. And if he can use it in his D&D session, that's cool. And I'm like selling them for super cheap. Being that these, I mean, I feel bad because it's speed paint, but then I don't feel bad because you try to get something painted for relatively cheap price. It is near impossible to get any of that. So now it's time for the hair. What color hair do I want? I want chestnut, maybe? I don't know. Let's see how that works out. I'm going to throw some on here and see what happens. Again, these miniatures serve really well to practice on because there's just so little respect do I have for nah, I mean, sort of. What was I doing again? Yeah, he's here. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what that is. That's a little too dark there. And these pigments are really super rich, so I try to water them down and just get that glaze. See that? That's just a glaze. Just glazing it up. Yeah. And the secret here was actually like a wash. Secret here is allowing it to dry. Yeah, that's going to be the toughest part. Not touching it. Especially with inks, because they take a while to dry. If you have ever noticed, you use the wash, there's ink in there. And you notice that the washes, Citadel washes in particular, but generally all washes, take a while longer to dry than, let's say, your acrylic paint. And that is with good reason. It's highly pigmented. So, you know, and this is medium, it should be medium rich, but more pigment than anything. And that takes a while to dry. That just does. And I guess they get, like I said, the medium also takes a while to dry. Okay, so the hair is getting there. Right there. All right, okay. I'll let that dry. And the secret about speed painting is you don't stop. So while this is going on, I'm going to get some P3 Formula bootstrap leather. You can see how much I've used it because, you know, it looks like wiped off. There's hardly any in there. So I like this stuff as a base. I do. I do. And I'm going to get that in there. Some flow improver. Touch that to the flow improver. Get it onto the palette. Wipe it off. Put it on the back of my hand and see all the process that I do. I'm going to get all the leather bits. So in here, I'm going to get you. All right. And I guess you're going to get done as well. Come on. All right, the sheath is getting done. I'm going to get both sides of the sheath. Let me get on this side. And on the inside here. The belt. Belt. Needs some loving. Make loving on the belt, right? It's a weird little belt how it like loops down like that. That's interesting. All right. I wonder if the horn is going to get some. No, but this bag definitely is going to get some. I'm going to differentiate all these by using different washes, and that is one of my tricks to speed painting. And having a variety of things while base coating them the exact same color. There's that. There's that horn. I don't know where that horn is going to go. Maybe golden horn? I don't know. That would mix it up. Let me see if yellow would be on the sheet. Yellow is on the almost on the opposite side of the red section. If I put some yellow here, I think some blue would make it pop. Although we have green right there, which I'm going to have to change right here to brown. Brown. I like brown. Like I'm digging that bootstrap leather goodness. All right. Got to get the underside too. Okay, so now handle, pommel. I like pommel. Reminds me of pommel horse. Is it pommel horse? Yeah, the Olympic event. I remember when I was a kid, I was on a pommel horse, and I fell right off, and I landed with my knees, and I scraped my knee like right on the gym floor. It was, you know, I lost my feeling in my knees for a while because of that. It was interesting. I gotta say that. I'm gonna paint in there too because this sucker's painted right there, so I'm gonna get in there too. All right, that makes it simple. See, and that's mostly brown. That makes it super simple. Now I need to know what other brown pieces can I get in there. No, I painted all that metal. And down here, yes. Okay, so let's get some Floyd Going into that bootstrap leather goodness. And bootstrap leather is great for a base, like a base paint, like Citadel base. Ugh, I just messed that up. Citadel base, and that's okay. That's okay. We're happy little accidents, right? Let's see if I can clean it up before it becomes a tragedy. All right. Yep, no problem. Look at that. That's how you clean up paint when you make a mistake. You just have to be super quick with it. And if you're super quick with it, then you can avoid that. All right, I'm just going to go from where I need to paint all the way in. And I'm going to try to cover up all the overspray with red. And one of the tricks of speed painting for me, it seems to be when you overspray like this, because I don't mask anything, and that makes it super quick. I just paint over the overspray with some other color. The end. You know, I try to control it as much as possible. But yeah, all in all, I'm selling this for $10. It's going to go on a table, and it's going to get slammed down, used and abused, dropped off the table, and get some Cheeto stuff on it. Like, I know this sucker's not going to be respected, so I don't care, right? It's my race, since I will not use any of my computer money to buy the new Age of Sigmar terrain, and I really have a Jones for it. I figure if I paint these minis and spend the time painting these minis, I would be able to definitely be able to afford getting the box sets that I covet. I covet. All right, now some Reichland Flesh Shade. Now this is about as simple as I can get. I mean, Vince Venturella, I really hope you're not watching here, because I'm just good at, you know what I mean? It's like, I like to make that sound too. It just makes it, I'm using Reichland Flesh Shade. Oh my goodness, that is too much. See, I'm going to sop that up right now, like, and I think making those sound effects are key when it comes to your faces. Okay, so that's about where I want it to be. All right, let's get some on this one too. Not bad. All right, this guy too. Senor Pale Hands, let's give you some tan. Let's tan up your hand, my man. All right, again, taking excess off, watching where it's pooling, and just drawing that away. Like I'm taking paint out, right? Just sopping it up, and I'm going to redistribute it over here. Actually, I missed you. All right, let's see if I can get you in here. Yep, there you go. There you go. I got to let that dry. And while I'm letting that dry, what am I going to move on to? I'm going to move on to that horn, because I don't know when I'm going to paint that horn. Oh, wait. I said I was going to do the leather, and I think the bootstrap leather is just about dry. Let me do the horn. Okay. Horn, we got some reds. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some carbon crimson. I'm going to work in shades today. All right. I'm going to get some carbon crimson and just make that horn crimson. Because that red on the cape there, just want to kind of tie that in with something. And I think it's like pretty cool right there. Sop up the excess. Sop up the excess. Come on. All right, let's see how that works. I don't know. Do you like it? Nah. I'm not caring for it. So I'm going to sop up a lot of the excess in here. It's more like purple. No? You know what? I'm going to leave it purple. I think I know something I could do. I'm going to get some Intense Violet and make that really purple. All right. I put that on my palette right there. And this is a wet palette, Masterson's wet palette. There are other wet palettes out there. I like this one. It's cheap as all get out. And it works so much better in a Tupperware, because I used to do Tupperware. Let's see what it does with inks. Oh my. And intensity is intense. Yeah, that's right. That'll flood it. Now let's see if I can get some excess off. And you notice that I'm blending on the miniature itself, right? And that is one of the keys. Not Alicia, but definitely one of the keys to speed painting is I'm just doing it right all on there. Look at that horn, like bang. All right. Anyway, what else? What else? I'm gonna get another wash, Serapon Sepia if I can find it. Is that Agrax Earthshade? No. I can make him a dirty bond. Do I have any Serapon Sepia? Calling all Serapon Sepias on the table. Please come. All right, here it is. Serapon Sepia. All right, I'll go work on that right there. I'm gonna open this up, put this over here, put this right there, and I'm gonna get into the hair. And what I kind of want to do is stain, because I'm using the zenithal highlighting just to capture the hair itself, and I kind of want to make it a little dirty. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, not worrying too much about it because it's going to get slammed on the table, and I don't care. All right. All right, I'm going to need to let that dry, so I'm going to go back to this model right here. In this model here, what we're going to do is I'm going to put some shade. I'm working a lot in shades. I do love shades for a lot of different purposes. But speed painting, this is the way to go. And I'm just covering this. I'm going, yeah, slopping it on. I don't normally slop things on. Like I said, Reaper, the client, knowing who he is. Now, oddly enough, I did not offer this for sale yet. I just kind of know he's going to pick it up. Is that presumptuous of me? It is very presumptuous of me. But he's picked up all my other stuff, and he likes to run D&D games, and he's not too keen on the whole painting thing. Although he did buy, I think, every Citadel paint that was out there, and I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. You got a lot of paint. But you kind of notice that owning paints and actually painting, two wholly different things entirely. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some of this original paint, that heavy blue-gray in there, just to tie it all in. Just to tie it all in. It's weird. It's weird how it dries. It kind of got like a misty kind of, like it's not so pronounced kind of dry ground. I gotta let that dry. But that's enough contrast for me to really make it kind of pop. Definitely. For a really cheap, quick paint job that literally took just a couple of minutes, I think it's coming out really well. Let's go back to our friend here. Nope, still not dry. All right. All right, so let's go on to our friend here. Yeah, this is a third miniature, so I'm going to try to paint all three miniatures as quickly as I can on screen. Now, obviously, I started these miniatures a little earlier. Flow Aid, I'm going to get some. I did, because it just struck me, hey, maybe I should just put this up live kind of thing. See what happens. All right, so you're just going to paint the face here. I wonder what color I should paint the hair. I'm thinking about the hair while I'm doing the face. All right, just frame the face. Frame the neck. Get the neck. Get that neck. Get that neck. All right, there you go. Got some of that going on. Roller. And I'm gonna let that dry. Am I doing the hands? No, they're leather. They have leather on their hands. That's pretty cool. That's the only skin that's on there. And I see a little bit too much right there is getting on the cape. So there we go. I'm gonna use my eraser. All right. Is there anything else on? Oh, look at that hat. I gotta do that hat. I'm gonna do that hat leather brown and then like mess around with it. So that hat is gonna be bootstrap leather right now. And notice that I'm limiting my palette with these things. Like, I only have certain colors on my desk. Like, I can't have all, I don't know, 1,000 paints that I have on my desk at one time. But I have a good 100. I'm gonna put this before it falls over. Okay, that's notorious. And I'm not even talking BIG or anything like that. That's just notorious. Leaf falling over. And what was he saying? Oh yeah, the wet palette. It keeps the paint wet, so I don't have to worry about diluting it. In other words, it's like, use thin coats, so thin out your paint. It's already pre-thinned right there. And the working time of it is just so much more extended, which definitely, look at that, Western. All right, what else is going to be, I guess, I don't know, his vest, yeah, his vest, okay, his vest is going to be leather brown. I'm going to just get that in there. Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully I can get all these miniatures painted in one session with you guys. Again, I'm selling them for like $10 a model. And I don't know if you want the model before I offer it up for $10 and are willing to pay a little more, then you can outbid my original intended client. Again, I didn't offer to have him. I didn't offer to have him buy these yet. I was thinking about it. So if you want them, you can give me $11 a miniature or 12. And we got to start a bidding war here. Yeah, anything higher than 10 is pretty much, good to go per miniature, not all three. So it'd be 30 for all three. So if you really like these miniatures, let me know. They are for sale. They are for sale. Starting to like this dude. I mean, not like him enough to keep him. So if I really like a miniature, then it's not for sale. And I will paint it up. I'm going to take care of this little over brush right there. There you go. All right. Yeah, that skin tone is not done yet. Let's get back to you. What's up, my money? It's still not dry, but that's okay. This is mostly done. This is going to be mostly done. So I'm going to bring some more elements. This red in the cape, but I kind of want to bring it more around the miniature itself. So I'm going to grab some of that red. Now, what I did is I'm going to take, that's Wild Rider. Is that Evil Sun Scarlet? That's what it is. And I put it into his dropper bottle, just because it's easier. It's as simple as that. I'm going to take a drop and put it on there. Hopefully you can see everything that I'm doing on the wet palette, which is important. A lot of people don't know how to mess around with the wet palette. So, again, I'm going to go into the Flow Improver. I'm going to throw it in there. See how it reacts. See how it's going? See how it goes? It shrinks back. That's good. That's good stuff. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to accent it. So I'm going to pick anything I possibly can and make it that red. And this paint is interesting because it goes on really bright and then it dulls down somewhat. So it may look off right now, but that's just right now. That's going to change. All right, there's that. And I forgot you. I don't know if I like the pommel like that. I do this all the time. I go back and forth with everything I do. Do I like it? Do I not like it? I don't know. I try it and see what happens. I'm going to let that dry before I do anything else with it, All right, so there's no bootstrap leather on here. I'm going to have to get some more. Luckily, I bought another bottle of this stuff. Oh, my goodness. Oh. All right, there we go. There we go. Flow Improver. Mix it in. All right. Oh, that's too much. Okay. Let me get some from my hand. All right. So where was I? No, I was not a fan. I wasn't a fan of this either. I wonder if yellow would work. Now it looks subdued. I like that now. Kind of funky. let me get you, because you sneaky boy. You had another satchel hanging on you. Right there. I didn't even notice you. Alright, let's go. I'm going to start with Athonian Camo Shade. That's a green one. And I'm going to give this leather pack a green tone right there. Alright, now. That's green. Alright, now we're going to go into, I don't know, Coelia Green Shade? I have every color of these shades. I like them because they're inks, and I like inks, and I love using inks when I am painting. They're so highly densely pigmented, and they go on like a wash, and it's pretty epic. All right, let's see if I can get some of that up right there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, there's that. Let's get a little more on the side here. All right, good. That's good. That's good. All right, and then, so that's green. It's all about the subtle tones. I am going to do Carabon Crimson on this one because it's there. You know, it's just another color. Just throw it in there and see. That's pretty cool. See, over white, it turns it like a weird kind of purplish color, but over the brown, it makes it look different. And you see, it looks a little different going straight across. Now, one thing now I need some Serapon Sepia. I'm going to go over those leather bits with this wash right now. Oh, yeah. And see what I can do. Okay, there, definitely. And there. Now, that's going to bring it all out. Liquid talent, right? A lot of fun. Lots of fun. All right, you're going to dry right there. I'm wondering, I got to do something for this shield. What am I going to do for this shield? I got to get back onto that. I'll probably put a decal on it. What do you think? Decal? Not decal? I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Okay. Maybe address the 200-pound elephant in the room and talk about his eyes. I'm going to do some eyes. I'm going to do some eyes. Up in here, up in here. All right, come on. This thing is such a pain in the ruckus. All right, this is Ivory from Model Color, which is what I use for white. I'm going to open that up a little bit and then see if I can get a drop. Yeah, there you go. Now, I think I cracked the tip out of that, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. All right, so I'm not using One Happy Choice. They are not a sponsor, but I'm not using it for that, not for eyes. I'm going to bust out the Winsor & Newton Series 7. And this is a size 1. And I'm going to get the Flow Improver. I'm just going to touch it. And I'm going to get that white now. I'm going to spread it out until it draws. See how it draws back a little bit? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure it's a fine tip. And since I shaded it already, all I have to do is worry about not breathing. Nope. Not breathing. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to do the other side. All right, let's see. All right, I got the coverage. And I'm not breathing. All right, I mean, that's okay. I need to get this a little more. Like, what's up? There you go. That's really good. All right, now what I'm going to do is, now, I don't know if you can see that. That's something. I don't know if it's focusing or what, but you got some eyes going on in there. All right, so next up, I'm going to do some black. I'm going to do black paint. I'm going to do Model Color. I could do the ink, but I'm going to do Model Color. Or I could really do the ink, right? Anyway, I got a lot of options here. But that'll work. Little block. Notice that I do a straight line of the paint, and that's because I just keep doing straight lines until the palette's full and I go on to the next thing, right? Oh, I think I just got my finger. That's really bad. You know, when you get your fingers, you need to really be conscious of that, because if you do get your fingers and then touch a model, it's going to spread all over the model, so you don't want that. Um, that's where I got it from. Yeah. Where are you coming from, dudes? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Anyway. Ugh. All right. Notice I constantly dip it into the flow improver and then go into the water or something and just make, because black, you know, it's because black. I'm gonna get the excess off, see how it goes. Look at that coverage. I love the belly of these things. All right, Winsor & Newton. Let's see if I can get this done. And you gotta bear with me. Okay. He looks like a dorky dork. And that's okay. He could look like a dorky dork. See if I can get some of that excess off. If I can. I might be able to not make this worse. I don't know. Yeah. All right, now his eyes are not even because his eyes and his skull are not even. But there's some eyes, right? You see some of that? I guess. I don't even know if it's focusing or not. I'm trying. It's something new for me. Hopefully you can see it. But yeah, you got some eyes, and I'm happy with that. For a speed build, yeah, this is pretty cool. The only thing I don't like is that red right there. So, of course, I'm going to change it. And yes, I am actually going to use the Winsor & Newton brush to do so. I don't know why, because I feel like it. Oh, I'm living dangerously here. I'm living dangerously here. What I'm not going to do, however, what I am definitely not going to do is touch a Winsor & Newton brush to metallic paint. The reason why you don't want to do that is because it'll chop up the hairs on your nice brush. I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to put it in his sleeve like, whoa. All right, now I'm going to put that on the side. Time to mess up my brush. This is one happy choice, and I'm happy with it. All right. I'm using jet exhaust for the metal. I can use steel. I've used steel before. What do I do? Where do I put this? What palette do I use? Could I use a palette? Yeah, but I could use my table. That's what I use. Because my table, and it just splintered on me. Like, it's all over my face now. These cap do that. They go, psst. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. It splatters. Good thing I have my apron on, you know. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I am going to get this part right here. And then the end here. Right, and this strap right here. I'm going to make it a design. That's good, that's good. Okay, so that's done. Belt buckle. All right, that's done. Any straps? Yeah, no, maybe, nah. All right, that's good. Oh, darn it. I rinsed off my metallic paint into my regular paint water cup, which is not catastrophic, but I don't really like doing it, especially if I'm going to put my Winsor & Newton brush in there. So I'm not using the Winsor & Newton brush anymore tonight, except for the eyes on that guy. You see, there's always something. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get the base again. This time I'm going to just do some wet blending so you can see me blending some wet paint onto the floor. All right, some flow improver. Okay, I'm going to make sure it's going. Yeah, there you go. Now it's behaving. Now you're cooking with gas. All right, I'm going to get this underneath here. Again, speed is the key. I normally do not paint like this. Not at all. If you've seen my tutorials with my Space Wolves, if you haven't, you can check the archives under Space Wolves, and it's actually a section for Space Wolves tutorial one of those models will take me 3 days of full, like 8 hour on days painting to get complete. And this one is taking me, I don't know, hopefully I'm done with all three in about an hour. That would be the bee's knees. And this is just for tabletop D&D or something like that, because it's Reaper Miniatures, and that's what the kind of they're known for. Although, you know, Nozzle's WizKids, Nozzle Amazing Miniatures, or what Marvelous Miniatures I think it's called, they got some pretty good stuff. They say it's pre-primed, but you know what? If you got to pre-prime your models, that's great, but just make sure there are no mold lines on it, because I'm going to have to scrape that off anyway. And if I'm scraping it off, then what's the point, man? What's the point? That's definitely not the point of the brush. All right. Now, that is wet paint right there, and I'm going to take my shade and heavily dip it and go in there and mix it up. Yes, right. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to give like a green tint to it. Yep. Green and tint, right? I'm gonna rinse it out. I'm gonna get some more Thonian Camo shade and put it in there. Now you don't want to go back and forth from the shade. You want to rinse it out in between, because you're gonna get some of the gray paint up into your brush, and you definitely don't want gray paint in your brush when you're dipping it into the shade, contaminating the shade and changing its properties. That's a no-no. I'll take some Serapon Sepia, because Serapon Sepia is right there. You can do Agrax or Shade or anything like that. This is something that I learned from Gilderaz when I went to paint with him. You just slop some stuff on when it comes to rock, because rock has a lot of different hues, so it doesn't really matter, and don't get serious with it. So, okay, I'm not getting serious with it. See, I'm learning. All right. There's a whole lot of mess there. All right. There's a whole lot of mess. All right. I'm going to go back to Thonian Camo shade a little bit. And my airbrush is on. I did not know that. I leave that thing on way too much. Oh, no. We'll call the... All right, miniature number 2 just about done. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I could put anything in there. I'm totally going to put a decal on there. Y'all want to see me put a decal on? But I have to leave, like, this seating area in order to put the decal on, because I don't have any decals on. I mean, I have this? No, I don't have decals here anywhere. I got some Space Wolf stuff, but I don't think that'll mix into this. Or maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe I could do some freehand on there. Maybe I could. I don't know. I will. I'm going to do some freehand. Look, freehand on a speed build. All right. Now, let's get serious, man. Let's get real serious with this. Let's get the black. I'm taking my Winsor & Newton out. And I'm going to do a tree right here in the middle. Just a black line right there, and right here, right? And then I'm going to branch out right here, and I'm going to branch out right there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go some curly stuff over here, and I'm going to do some curly stuff right here, right? And this is what I'm going to do is black, so you can't see a thing. So I'm going to whiff out right there. And I'm going to whiff out right here. It's going to be spiky. Yeah. And then, yep. And then when you realize you should have done this in a different color, right? And then it doesn't matter. You know, I don't know what's going on with that, right? I do not know. But I'm messing around with it anyway. There you go. I got some tree. And you will not be able to see it because it's in black, right? That is messed up. Maybe I can put it in red. Maybe I can. I don't know if I like the red. Let's see. I'll do the red. Okay, so let me see if I can trace it, right? So this is what I'm doing. I'm going to go around this way and trace the image, right? erasing the image because it's already there. All you have to do is trace it, right? All right, there. And it's just some random pattern that I kind of invented. Let's see if I can do that. And then down here, and then here, and then here, and then over here, and then over here. And I don't know what that is, but I don't know. It's red. But I need something, maybe some ivory. Maybe that'll do it, right? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to extend and do this on one side. Do this underneath. Do this right here. And then right here. And then right there. Right? What we're going to do is we're getting the undersides of everything. Alright, there we go. I'm going to get that. Maybe the top too. Alright, well. There's that. That's my version of a fleur-de-lis. Wow, that is something else. Alright, well, I mean, what do you want for a speed build? I get in there. Right? I'm going to get in there. I'm going to use little hashtags over here. Right? And a little one over here, like. And then I'm going to do some more over here, like. And then I'm going to do some more over here, like a rib cage, man. That's how I'm going to do it. Right? And now it's a butterfly, because I'm just doing it up. I don't know. I'm just having some fun with it. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. I'm just having fun. That's all. That's all it's about. Now, this is red. Red is transparent, so I should not be using it. But I'm using it anyway. Ah, yeah, that's right. I'm going to get the red in there, up in there, up in there. I'm going to get the red in here, up in here, up in there. I wonder if it's going to dry right. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so the good thing about this is that if it's too thick, you could always thin it down. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool indeed. Alright, and I'm going to go and thin this up right there and right there and right here as well. Alright, now I got some kind of pattern on there. It's just like not nothing. I don't like not nothing, you know what I mean? Not for nothing. And I'm going to go around the edges with the steel to make the lines thin. And you can always go back and thin stuff out like an eraser. Just erasing all the misstrokes or whatever problems you think you have, because you don't really have problems. Nope. Look at that. Stray mark. Gone. That's how quickly we do it, right? All right, so there. You got some freehand going. And I need to put some water. Sponsored, not sponsored. Great classes, by the way. CK Studios. All right, I'm going to do that. I'll fill this up here. And that is where my metallic paint gets done. All right, so we got something going on there. We got something which is better than nothing. That's for sure. All right. What else? Anything else? No, that's pretty much done. Wait for it to dry and call it a day. Wait, I can get some. See if I can get some steel right there. There you go. That is a challenge not to dip your metallic paints into your non-metallic paint water. I don't drink coffee down here, so I don't have to worry about drinking my non-metallic paint water. Yeah, this is pretty well done, in my opinion. Maybe some more Athonian camo shade. No wonder I had you on hand, sir. What's your major malfunction? Alright, anyway, I don't know. I like paint minis. I don't know if that's a malfunction, though. I think that's just a function. What's your function? Conjunction, junction, what's your function? I need to stop referencing really old stuff because it's really showing my age here. No, mix the ends. Alright. Yeah. Alright, you dry. Be a good boy and dry. Okay. So now, 2 minis complete. Dun, 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 dun. Down for the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to. Alright, anyway. Okay, some Raikou Fleshlight. We're going to keep going in our little pattern there. Alright, let's see if we can get... This is not work that I'm like totally proud of or anything like that. This is just work to get to finance. You know, you're not really supposed to put Raikou Fleshlight in your mouth. You know that, right? I did not learn that lesson because that is just straight nasty. Oh yeah, you don't want any of that on you. All right, let's just feather this out just a little bit, so this way it's not so intense. Okay, I gotta let that dry. In the meantime, what am I gonna paint over here? And that's the whole secret of I think the biggest thing of speed painting is always working on something. While something's drying, you work on something else. I'm gonna put some like steel kneecaps on this sucker right here. Yep. Yep. I don't know what else I'm gonna do to this guy. Not too much because I like the brown and green. I think that's where it's gonna pretty much stay. All right. Also, when I clean my brush, you see me do this, and then I twist it, just to get it to a point. That's good stuff. Right. I don't know if you can see a twist. Yeah, twist. Oh yeah, I drop things all the time. I have no idea why I chose painting minis as my hobby because I'm clumsy. Yep. So if you're clumsy and you say, man, my hands are not steady enough for that stuff, my hands are not as steady as you think. And if they are steady now, it's because it took a lot of practice. And that's all I have to do. It's just as long as you don't think you're going to instantly be good at something, then there's hope for you. If you think you're going to instantly be good at something, the first time you start it, then guess what? You may be talented at certain things. That's why you're good at them. But if you're not talented at something, but you want to get better at it, you're going to have to work. That's what Papa told me. You're going to have to work, boy. You know what? I don't think there's a leather straps at all. I'm going to break this up and put some steel right in there. Yep. I'm going to put some steel right in there. You're going to have some, like, steel spurs. How's that? Yeah, not San Antonio. Just steel. I don't know, maybe he likes to ride a horse in our little fantasy world. I don't know. All I know is that I want to break up the monotonous brown, because brown is generally a boring color, in my opinion. There are different kind of shades of brown, but I don't know. Once it looks like leather and you... My Winsor & Newton just flew off the table. Can you believe that? Yeah, I can. Because that stuff happens to me all the time. I mean, all the time. Just flies off. Come on, man. Get it together, Rob. Not too much else in here. How's that Fleshlight? That Fleshlight is not... I reached for it. I almost put my metallic paint into my non-metallic thing. And I don't want to do that. Alright, I'm going to hit some more Raikou Fleshlight. See if I can darken this dude up. Come on, dude. Don't make me airbrush you. Okay, just right there. Yeah, that's it. That's good enough. That's good enough. Alright, where are we at? Serapon Sepia. Yeah, let's do Serapon Sepia. I don't know what I was going to do. I'm just going to wash this sucking vest. Sucking vest. I'm going to wash this sucking vest. Let's see. I'm going to wash this whole thing. Ha, ha. You're all going to get washed. Yeah, you're all getting washed. That is just weird. Alright, anyway. Whoop. And then over here, you don't want to touch the silver components with the wash. That gets kind of messy really quickly. Only because there's so much medium in a wash. It'll just spread everything out. You do not want that. That's just asking for it. One of the good things about these washes is that they matte down everything. There's like a matte medium in it. It really mattes everything down and it makes things uniform. And that's the magic of washes. It'll make everything like uniform and really bring everything together under one tint. I'm going to try to get in there too. On the one tint. Alright, there's a lot of wash on this. That can only mean one thing. It's going to take a while to dry. Up and here, up and here. Alright, now that's kind of cool effect on there. I might want to leave that. Kind of want to leave it. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave well enough alone. It's a cool effect. And there you go. That's all there is to it. Alright, so I am not doing a lot with this guy. His green vest is his call to life. So his hair. I know, let's wash it. Right? And this is Cassandra Yellow. Alright, let's Cassandra Yellow you, man. Let's just do it. Come on, give me that. Give me. Alright, let's see if we can get this. Alright. It looks orange. It even still looks orange until it's not. Until it just becomes yellow. It's a cool color. Alright, I'm going to make you blonde. Make you wish you dyed your hair, boy. Alright, let me see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Insto blonde hair. And the good thing about Insto blonde hair is it's instant, and it's blonde, and it's hair. There's everything good about that. Again, these models are going to be abused, so okay. Yeah, there you go. You're blonde. Oh, you're blonde. Again, if you want these models and do want to pay more than the $10 I'm about to sell it for, all proceeds go to my computer. And I'm still raising funds for my computer, so I will paint minis for profit. Actually, I'm not really non-for-profit for putting it back into the business. I guess that's the way it is to say it, because I didn't say it very well just now. But yeah, that's the idea. This guy's gonna need eyes, but other than that, he's just about done. I'm gonna highlight that over there, but you guys have to wait until the medium dries, and that takes a while. And I'm not gonna sit here and let you watch paint dry. That is not what I'm gonna do. I might call it. You know what I could do? I can set this aside and tell you what I've been working on. So if you just bear with me. Okay, I did these steel caps right here. And I'll put this on the side. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm doing another one of these guys. A little different there. Interesting. I just painted all that metal and see how it's going to turn out. So I don't know. I'm just having some fun with this stuff here as well. So a couple of things on my painting desk. Let's go back to these guys and see how they're doing. Yeah. That's not bad. It's still drying. Look at that. A little design there for no reason whatsoever. On the fly, kind of little fly there. All right, I don't know. I think it came out pretty well, in my opinion. It's great for tabletop. So look, these two are fighting each other out. All right, stop playing, Rob. Go back. All right. So when I said that orange stuff looks yellow, look at that. Look at the way it dries. That is yellow, yellow, yellow. I love it. You know what I'm gonna do? That's right. I want to dry well enough so I can put eyes on this sucker. All right, I think that's about it. All right, get you over here. Look at this hobby creep going on here. And look at that metal paint right there. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this metal paint right here, and I'm going to paint this little guy right here. And hopefully you don't touch any of, oh yeah, that belt buckle right there. Hold on, let me get this. Take some excess off here, paint that, yes, thin lines, and I'm going to get the belt buckle right there. And the buttons here. It's like steampunk. There. Little accents. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what that is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it like orange or something. It just came to me. Rob, paint that orange. Like, there's no rhyme, no reason. P3 Formula Khador Red Highlight is what I'm using here. I don't know if it's a wise choice. Probably isn't. But I like to live a little dangerously, you know? Alright, let's see what I can do here. I'm going to glaze some glaze medium in there. Highly glaze that sucker in. There we go. Let's see if it's behaving. Alright, are you behaving? You are not behaving. I need to glaze it down some more. Some more water, dilute it. Now we're talking. There's a glaze. There's a glaze if I've ever met one. Okay, so I'm going to glaze this in. And what it's going to do is going to pop it out just a little bit, you know. I don't know what that is. But I do want to pop it out, whatever it is. I'm going to accentuate it just a little bit. Just a little. Just a tad bit. Just a little. I like the orange on that. Now I'm going to go a little straight to the raw orange right there and see if I can get some highlights going on here. All right, there you go. Now it's going to be a little more pronounced. A little more anyway. As to what it is, I really do not know. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. But I know what it is. I know what it is, though. It is orange. All right, now I'm going to have to get my Winsor & Newton brush, which fell all the way over here for no apparent reason whatsoever other than to annoy me. All right, now, there you are. There you are. There you are, you eyes picker-outers. All right, so I think I'm pretty much done with this. Orange. So sop that up. Okay. All right, now, as far as that's concerned, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I just leave it. All right, let's get back to the eyes. We'll start with you. Yeah, let's see if it makes a line the way I want it to. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, let's see if I can get some in there. All right, I'm making eyes where there weren't any eyes before. I went a little too far with that. Let's see if I can clean it up. I don't think I can. And that's okay. I'm going to get some flesh tone and just clean that up. Alright. You are playing with me now, boy. Alright, there's that. And then I'm going to get this side. Alright, that's pretty good. Grab some of this flesh tone right here and just get the edges like you. So yeah, I'm just gonna get some flesh tone right there. Let's see if I can obfuscate. There you go. That's pretty good. That is tasty water. That is not tasty water. All right. Time for the black. Okay, I like to get some black in there. Pupil time. All right. All right. Looks pretty okay. I mean, okay. Yeah, I can go with that. I can live with that. We get another thing of Reichland Flesh Aid, but this time I'm just going to do the edges. Well, that sopped it up, didn't it? All right. I just need to get the edges right there. I'm just going to touch it. Just a little touch. Just a soft little touch. That's all it takes. Get around that eye there. All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe a little more Reichland Flesh Aid right there. On the corner. And on this one, just to define it. Yeah, that's about right. I get some more Reichland Flesh Aid and put it down here because there's not enough features on the miniature to really allow the wash to play onto the details like I'd like. But there's a conundrum, because if there was a lot of features on this, it wouldn't be a speed paint. It'll just be done, you know? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my airbrush here. It's off. Remember, I shut it off. So I'm going to take some of the Seraphon Sepia right here, and I'm just going to put like a drop. Oop, that's a bit much. And that's okay, because I'm just going to use that all. All right. You're going to see really easily how I build up those transitions really quickly. Alright, right there. Get them in here. Alright, that's good. Okay, next. So good. Alright, next up. I'm going to get in here. No. Not good. Right there, that's done. Alrighty, show you how I clean this out too. I just gotta go in there with this sucker. Gotta just get in there and dump that out. What I do too is I take this and I pinch it and I see it, see backflow? See that? That's good. Spray some out, hit it again. Spray some out, hit it again. Right, and I'm gonna dump that out. That's it. To store it, I go in here and I clear it out as well. And I test it. That looks pretty good. And then I test. All right, let me see. If it comes out clear, then I'm okay. If it doesn't, then I'm in trouble. It's pretty clear. All right, now I'm going to take my airbrush cleaner mixture, which is Windex, y'all. It's nothing fancy, right? I'm going to backfill that, and I'm going to spray that out. Now, all right, that's that. Let me clean this up so I don't mess with this. And I am done. And you saw me do 3 miniatures rather quickly. Well, I did a lot of base coating and stuff like that. But these are 3 more miniatures done rather quickly to a tabletop standard. And I did that for, I guess live, huh? I guess. I don't know. It's pre-recorded. Anyway, there you go. There it is. I hope you like it. It was fun painting with this. I guess I'll make this a segment, painting Reapers with Rob, and see if you like it. Well, if you like this video, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time on the Miniatures Paintbrush.